and thanks for joining Basingstoke Salvation Army's daily battle drill with me, Lieutenant Rob. For more information, go to www.equippinghispeople.com/daily-devotional. Let's pick up again with our passage for this week. It's Hebrews chapter 12, verses 14 to 29. Today I read it from the Message paraphrase. Work at getting along with each other and with God. Otherwise you'll never get so much as a glimpse of God. Make sure no one gets left out of God's generosity. Keep a sharp eye out for weeds of bitter discontent. A thistle or two gone to seed can ruin a whole garden in no time. Watch out for the Esau syndrome, trading away God's lifelong gift in order to satisfy a short-term appetite. You well know how Esau later regretted that impulsive act and wanted God's blessing, but by then it was too late. Tears or no tears. Unlike your ancestors, you didn't come to Mount Sinai, all that volcanic blaze and earth-shaking rumble, to hear God speak. The ear-splitting words and soul-shaking message terrified them, and they begged him to stop. When they heard the words, "If an animal touches the mountain, it's as good as dead," they were afraid to move. Even Moses was terrified. No, that's not your experience at all. You've come to Mount Zion, the city where the living God resides. The invisible Jerusalem is populated by throngs of festive angels and Christian citizens. It is the city where God is judge, with judgments that make us just. You've come to Jesus, who presents us with a new covenant, a fresh charter from God. He is the mediator of this covenant. The murder of Jesus, unlike Abel's, a homicide that cried out for vengeance, became a proclamation of grace. So don't turn a deaf ear to these gracious words. If those who ignored earthly warnings didn't get away with it, what will happen to us if we turn our backs on heavenly warnings? His voice that time shook the earth to its foundations. This time, he's told us this quite plainly, he'll also rock the heavens. One last shaking, from top to bottom, stem to stern. The phrase, "one last shaking," means a thorough house cleaning, getting rid of all the historical and religious junk so that the unshakable essentials stand clear and uncluttered. Do you see what we've got? An unshakable kingdom. And do you see how thankful we must be? Not only thankful, but brimming with worship, deeply reverent before God. For God is not an indifferent bystander. He's actively cleaning house, torching all that needs to burn, and he won't quit until it's all cleansed. God himself is fire. Amen. Do you ever wonder if God has a split personality? Speaking fiercely and judgmentally one minute, and whispering incredible mercy and sacrificial love the next? Certainly, Jesus does make a difference in our perception of God. The awesome God of power and glory and judgment, the one who spoke to the people of Israel with a voice like an awesome trumpet blast, is revealed as the same one whose throne of grace can be approached for the mercy and grace we need. But Jesus is the same God as the mighty, all-powerful God of the Old Testament. God is a God of both righteousness and love. Sometimes we're guilty of overemphasizing his love and mercy to the exclusion of his judgment. But that is to mishear his voice and his message. Let's face it, when we stop to think of it, it would be upsetting to learn that God isn't particularly bothered about unrighteousness, injustice, cruelty, and evil. God's justice and judgment must be included in his love. He's no longer distant and threatening. Instead, we experience him with a combination of awe and reverence. He stands ready to give us a joyous welcome, and we accept his invitation and join his worshipping community, wherever we are. General John Gowans reminds us in song number 10 in the Salvation Army songbook, "Ours is not a distant God, remote, unfeeling. who is careless of our loneliness and pain. Through the ministry of men he gives his healing. In their dedicated hands brings hope again. Someone cares. Someone cares. Someone knows your deepest need, your burden shares. Someone cares. Someone cares. God himself will hear the whisper of your prayers. Amen. So be it, Lord. As you think about God throughout your day, think about this question. When did God seem like a terrifying presence to you? And when has God provided a joyful welcome for you? I'll see you next time for another battle drill. We hope you've been encouraged and equipped by this daily devotional. Why not find us on Facebook or Instagram by searching for Basingstoke Salvation Army? And join us again soon for another daily battle drill.